I've got this stuck in now. I've still got my page open where I can see my stylized eyes, and I have got this in front of me, so my resource, which gives me lots of different ideas on how to build a cubist portrait. So I've got that in front of me as well. But what I'm going to do is stylize this beautifully photographed person here. And I'm going to scale it up, so make it A4. So I'm going to start off with the general shape, and I mean the rough general shape. So I'm going to have a hand that goes like that, and the arm that comes down here, and then big old hair. She's got a nice big plaiting, which I can probably do something with, and I assume she's got an ear somewhere around there. Okay, so you can see that this is very, very, very rough and very light. So I'm going to start trying to imitate these contour lines. So it's just giving me a rough idea of where things want to be. Now we know that cubism doesn't have to be super accurate, so I'm not too bothered if this goes a little bit awry. Okay, so that's going to be my nose line. And then I'm going to look at, so when I did those lines, I started off by going off here, and I know that's about where my eyebrow needs to be. So I'm going to put that in a minute. And then my eye, so I'm going to use a circular motion and now put that eye bag in, which I talked about before. And then she's got this contour, which I'm going to change slightly the shape of. Oh, I've got into her ear there. Okay, and then here we had this sort of action. And then she had a gap there, and then something that went like that. Okay, and then on the bottom here, she had this chin. So you can see it's kind of building up these shapes, and we're getting almost a face shape. Now I'm going to just keep changing some of these contour lines. So I'm pressing on a little bit hard so that hopefully you can see a bit better, but I'm trying to keep it quite loose so that if I don't like something, it can change. So then I've got this line coming down here and kind of going to the side of the nose like that. And then that's the other eyebrow, isn't it? And that one. So you can see she's got a bit of a wonky face, but again, I'm not too bothered about that because this is cubism. So we're really trying to get the essence of this person. And I think this person is a little bit sad. So I'm trying to get that kind of idea of sadness in there. Okay. And then, so then I can start thinking about the eyes. Now, when I did the eyes, I actually really like these ones here. So I'm going to put those ones in there. And I might do two different eyes actually. Like that. And then I might do one that's got less lines on it. So this one. I really like the thick eyelashes that you get. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. And then mouths. So I think I'm going to go for this kind of action. That one. So where I've got sort of half a lip and half a lip, and then the other half. So like that. Though now she looks quite happy, doesn't she? I'm just going to turn down that mouth a little bit. So change that emotion. Okay, and then I can start thinking about things like eyebrows. So I'm just going to put in a full-on block of an eyebrow there. And I'm going to block out that as well. So I'm going to put a bit of dark colour on there so I know that they are eyebrows. Okay, and then I'm going to add a couple more details in this section. So I'm going to add in a bit on this nose, and that's it. And then I can start. So now we can kind of see the relationship between this and all of this prep work that we've done. So obviously I've only done the face so far, but what I'm going to do now is try and build in the rest of the shape, but I'm actually going to speed it up because I think the most important bit that you guys need to get is this face shape. Once you've got that down, I think the other stuff is kind of, it's surplus to requirement. So I'm going to put the hand in and I'm going to think about how I'm going to do the hair, but I'm keeping it linear. I'm not going to do any shading. The only reason I've done shading there is just to remind me that they are eyebrows. I used the guidelines that I already had to help me get the shapes. And because we are looking at cubism, I tried to do fairly blocky lines. So when I was doing the plait, I was thinking about splitting it into blocks. I found this very confusing. Splitting it into blocks, and I wanted a little bit of her sort of stray hairs to come out, but I wanted them to look quite cubist, so I kept them really blocky. And then when I started with the clothing, I kept it really angular, so, and the hand really angular as well. So thinking about how I could make it look like Picasso.